Why is China so interested in the South China Sea? This tranquil expanse has become a focal point of international tension, a stage for power plays and immense speculation. What captures China's attention so intensely? Is it historical claims or deeper strategic motives? The South China Sea holds a unique allure. Beneath lie vast reserves of oil and natural gas. Its waters teem with fish, vital for millions. It also holds immense strategic value, serving as a gateway to major shipping lanes. Control would give China unparalleled influence, allowing it to project power far beyond its borders. China's claims in the South China Sea are deeply rooted in history, stretching back centuries. Ancient maps and historical records, according to Beijing, demonstrate China's long-standing presence and sovereignty over the region. Other countries, including Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan, also have overlapping claims. The United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS, provides a framework for resolving maritime disputes. China's interpretation of UNCLOS, particularly regarding its 9-line claim, has been a source of major disagreement. This expansive claim has been rejected by an international tribunal, but China continues to assert its historical rights. Beneath the shimmering surface of the South China Sea lies a treasure trove of natural resources, including vast reserves of oil and natural gas. These energy resources are vital for China's economic engine, fueling its rapid industrialization and urbanization. Securing access to these resources is a key driver of China's assertive stance in the region. But is it the only economic motive? Beyond oil and gas, the South China Sea is also rich in fisheries, providing a crucial source of protein for millions of people in the region. As China's population grows and its demand for food increases, securing access to these fisheries becomes increasingly important. The competition for fishing rights has already led to tensions and clashes between Chinese fishing vessels and those of other countries, highlighting the economic stakes involved. The South China Sea also serves as a vital trade artery, with trillions of dollars worth of goods passing through its waters annually. Control over these shipping lanes would give China immense leverage in global trade, enhancing its economic and political influence. This strategic advantage is a major factor in China's calculations, further fueling its ambition to dominate the region. But are these economic considerations the sole driving force behind China's actions? Could there be other, more strategic motivations at play, perhaps related to China's growing military might and its desire to project power on a global scale? The economic and strategic dimensions of the South China Sea dispute are intertwined, making it challenging to disentangle the various factors at play. The South China Sea's strategic importance extends far beyond its economic resources. Its location at the crossroads of major shipping lanes makes it a critical gateway for global trade and commerce. Controlling this maritime choke point would give China unparalleled influence over the flow of goods and resources, enhancing its economic and political leverage. But is this strategic advantage the sole reason for China's assertive behavior? For China, securing the South China Sea is not just about economics, it's about securing its future as a global power. The region provides a strategic buffer zone, protecting China's southern flank and providing access to the wider Pacific Ocean. This strategic depth is crucial for China's naval ambitions, allowing it to project its power beyond its immediate borders and challenge the existing regional order. The South China Sea also serves as a potential launching pad for China's growing military might. By establishing military bases on artificial islands and deploying advanced weaponry in the region, China is gradually expanding its military footprint, raising concerns among its neighbors and the United States. Is this military buildup a defensive measure, as China claims, or is it part of a larger offensive strategy? The strategic implications of China's actions in the South China Sea are far-reaching, potentially reshaping the balance of power in the region and beyond. Understanding these strategic dynamics is essential for navigating the complex geopolitical landscape and preventing a potential escalation of tensions. But is China's pursuit of strategic advantage the only factor driving its actions, or are there other, more hidden motives? Section 5, a military fortress in the making. China's growing military presence in the South China Sea has raised alarm bells across the region and beyond. The construction of artificial islands equipped with military facilities and airstrips has transformed previously submerged reefs into potential military fortresses. This rapid militarization of the South China Sea has fueled speculation about China's intentions. Is China preparing for a future conflict, or is this simply a defensive measure to protect its interests? The deployment of advanced weaponry, including anti-ship missiles and surface-to-air missile systems, further strengthens China's military capabilities in the region. These deployments, coupled with increased naval patrols and military exercises, signal China's resolve to assert its dominance over the disputed waters. But is this show of force intended to deter potential adversaries, or is it a prelude to more assertive actions? China's military buildup in the South China Sea has been met with concern by the United States and its allies, who view it as a challenge to the existing regional order. The US Navy has conducted freedom of navigation operations in the disputed waters, asserting its right to navigate international waters and challenging China's expansive claims. These actions have increased the risk of accidental clashes and heightened tensions between the two superpowers. The militarization of the South China Sea has created a volatile environment with the potential for miscalculation and escalation. Understanding the motivations behind China's military buildup is crucial for managing the risks and preventing a potential conflict. But is China's military posture purely defensive, or does it harbor more aggressive intentions? Section 6, Island Building, a Harbinger of Conflict? China's island building activities in the South China Sea have dramatically altered the physical landscape of the region. Previously submerged reefs and shoals have been transformed into artificial islands, equipped with military infrastructure and capable of supporting military operations. This transformation has raised serious concerns about China's intentions and the potential for conflict. Is this island building a legitimate exercise of sovereignty, or is it a provocative act that could destabilize the region? The scale and speed of China's island building are unprecedented, raising questions about its ultimate objectives. The construction of airstrips, harbors, and military facilities on these artificial islands suggests a long-term strategy to establish a permanent military presence in the South China Sea. This expansion of China's military footprint challenges the status quo and raises tensions with other claimant states. The international community has largely condemned China's island-building activities, viewing them as a violation of international law and a threat to regional stability. The United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, sets limits on the extent to which countries can claim maritime features and their surrounding waters. China's island building appears to flout these provisions, raising questions about its commitment to international law. The implications of China's island building extend beyond the immediate region. The transformation of submerged features into military outposts has the potential to disrupt international shipping lanes and restrict freedom of navigation. This could have serious consequences for global trade and security, further escalating tensions between China and other major powers. But are these actions a sign of imminent conflict or a calculated move to secure a strategic advantage? Section 7, the shadow of World War III. The escalating tensions in the South China Sea have raised the specter of a potential global conflict. While no one wants war, the possibility cannot be dismissed. Competing claims and military buildups create a volatile mix. Is the South China Sea a potential flashpoint for World War III? The involvement of major powers complicates the situation. The risk of miscalculation or accidental escalation is ever present. The South China Sea is a crowded theater, increasing the chances of a misunderstanding. The complex web of alliances adds another layer of complexity. Any conflict could quickly draw in other countries, transforming a regional dispute into a wider conflagration. The potential for a great power confrontation cannot be ignored. The economic and strategic importance of the South China Sea raises the stakes. Disruption to trade routes and access to resources could have far-reaching consequences. The potential for a major conflict is a sobering reminder of the fragility of peace. But is the world truly on the brink of another global war, or are these fears overblown? Section 8. Regional tensions and global implications. The South China Sea dispute is not merely a regional issue, it has global implications. The region's strategic location, its vital trade routes, and its abundant resources make it a focal point of international interest. Any conflict in the South China Sea could disrupt global trade, destabilize the region, and have far-reaching consequences for international security. How can the international community manage these tensions and prevent a potential escalation? The involvement of major powers, including the United States, China, and other regional actors, adds another layer of complexity. The risk of miscalculation or accidental escalation is ever present, with the potential for a localized conflict to spiral out of control. The South China Sea is a crowded theater with numerous naval vessels. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.